Welcome to Dredge. Grow, don't worry about it. You're safe with me. Okay? It is only technically a horror game. Like all games, there are some there's danger and stuff that can happen to us, but it's not like a jump scary big horror game. It's more like spooky vibes while we fish the open sea kind of a thing. You'll be okay. Come sail with me. It has this great art style that reminds me of like really nice N64 graphics, but in a way that like doesn't feel terribly dated, you know, like it's all like kind of low texture, but really pretty and well designed. It's a very cool game. You guys, in just a minute, we have an ad coming up. So let me switch over my my stream announcement to Dredge. And then we will, yeah, the music in this game is great. It's very vibey. I sound like a pirate. Yeah, so that's the voice that I taught Pele, like her pirate talk that she does is all that voice. She goes, "Yar. Pirate. I'm a pirate." All right, everybody. We have a continue, but we're not going to do that. We're going to start a freshie. Okay? We're on an ad break, so we're going to take just a sec. Does she say Polly want a cracker? Yeah, she does. She goes, but she like mixes it up a lot. She'll go like, she'll say like Polly want a Pele? Like she just like, she'll take those phrases and then like remix them with words that she knows. Like other words. You have the Camden crew and on the TV in the apartment. Oh man, that's a lot. That's a lot of Camden action going on, Grow, all at once. Cracker Polly Pele want, yeah. Yeah, stuff like that, yeah. Pele's a rip. I have to get better at when she's being really talkative at like getting it filmed or at least recording with my phone so that I could take the audio clips and then I can put Pele onto my soundboard and stuff. Maybe I can put Pele audio onto the soundboard for you guys to use with like channel points or something. Like we're going to get to customizing things that far, but I just need to, figure out each thing one at a time. So it is all in the plans. I have cool ideas of ways that we can integrate Pele further into our stream life together. But and then at some point I'll bring her perch out and I'll just have the bird hang out with me on stream one day. We'll do that too. This game surprised me with how when it came out I looked at it and just based on the look I was like, oh, it's like an indie fishing game, whatever. Like maybe I'll check it out. And then I just kept hearing more and more about how great it is, and when I tried it, I played it for like a half hour or something on my computer, and I was like, I'm buying this on Switch and I'm playing it in the living room. Like, it's so good. And then I played through it. Shauna played through it. Even Lily played it on her Switch for a while. We all have it. It's a very good game. And again, it's mostly just management stuff, so it's a nice chill game. Fun to play, very vibey, great vibes, cool little story, all that stuff. Small team, indie game. Did you finish Outer Wilds? No, not yet. The Danliest, we are maybe 1 or 2 streams away from finishing Outer Wilds, but we wanted to play something a little bit chill. Outer Wilds can be stressful, and Schedule 1 can be stressful. So we're doing some Dredge. This was one of my early suggestions for a game, and a bunch of people wanted to see it, but we didn't get to it. So we're doing it now. Oh, I should also, really quick, just pop into my Discord and just quickly say, all right, just in case anyone is not aware that we switch gears. All right, I think everyone's back from ads. And with that, let's get into a game, yeah? Let's do it. Let's sail the seas. Empty save file. Ooh, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to delete that. Because you know what? We're not going back to that. We're going to start a freshie. There's a job listing. That looks like us. A little more hair than usual, but the beard and mustache look good. We crashed into the old lighthouse. The DLC for this is great. I played through all of it. The morning light fills your eyes, and you try to sit upright. You're lying on the cold, wet dock where you collapsed the night before. A short man is shouting orders at a handful of workers disembarking from a boat nearby. The man notices you. Welcome to Greater Marrow. I must say, quite the dramatic first impression. I see you've already introduced yourself to the jagged rocks along the bay. He's a funny guy. Did you not see the lighthouse? It was shining right at you. Oh, well, I'm glad to see our new fisherman upright and breathing. Your boat was hopelessly damaged, but I've had a few of the locals move your things to one of our old vessels. We'll catch up later to discuss more details. I'll let you get out there to catch some fish. See if you can fill your cargo while you get your bearings in the light. A pursuit has been added. Finally, I don't suppose I need to say this, but get back by sundown before the fog rolls in. Keep a close eye on the time. It can really creep up on you. Sounds good. Okay, we are at Greater Marrow. So here we have this this semicircle dial, which is actually our day-night timer. We have a compass to keep track of our bearings. We have the physical time of day, what day of the week it is. So we have a nice little time schedule up here. If we press tab, we can check our ship. We have a cargo bay. So here's our cargo bay. We have one peculiar engine. We also have a basic fishing pole attached to our ship. And then the rest of this space is for cargo. We have 3 damage slots, so we can take 3 damage before our ship goes under. If we go to the cabin, we can look at our pursuits. And here we have our core pursuits. We have the Pale Reach, which is DLC, and we have the Iron Rig, which is also DLC. So this is the main game pursuits, which is basically like the quest tree. So it says a fresh start, catch fish for the day. Met the mayor of Greater Marrow, who sent me out to catch some fish and find my bearings. Seems nice enough. Warned me to be back before nightfall, though. Said something about fog. Bit dramatic. Tasks. The mayor asked me to catch as many fish as I can and then head back to Greater Marrow. We could do that. No problem. We also have a map. So let's see. Here on the map, we have the Marrow, this central region. There is Greater Marrow over here, which is this large island that we're parked at. There's also another island across the way. There's something down here. And then there's 4 other regions around us. There is the Gale Cliffs to the southeast. There is the Stellar Basin to the southwest. There is the Twisted Strand to the northwest. And there's Devil's Spine to the northeast. We also have a big old red question mark here directly north, and an even bigger question mark to the south. And those are DLC areas. We have an encyclopedia. Coastal, shallow, oceanic, abyssal, hadal, mangrove, volcanic, crab, ice. So these are the different types of sea creatures that we can catch on the left, and on the right, it goes by region. So we have the Marrows, the Gale Cliffs, the Stellar Basin, Twisted Strand, Devil's Spine. There's exotic, and there's also aberrations. We don't know about that yet. Let's see what all this means. There's messages, of which we have none. We have messages, notes, and journals. All right, let's check out the... Oh, this just says undock. Let's do it. And now we've done it. We're sailing the open sea. And you see there's some bubbles here. And if I pull up, rotate camera, adjust height, let's fish with F. We caught a blue mackerel. So every time we fish, we're going to play a little fishing game. And it's just a little timing game we play over here. And now we've caught one of these, a blue mackerel. So we're going to stick it in our boat. We have lots of room, so we'll keep fishing. There's another. Ooh. So you see that little yellow spot on the fishing game. That means that we caught a prized blue mackerel. See how it said the size? It's like extra large. This one's 18 centimeters, but our large one's 28. So you've played this before then? Yes, I've played this game. I love this game. We're just going to catch all the... Oh, we've depleted it. Never mind. We're not just going to catch nothing but blue mackerel. I would never. Let's see. Okay, this is a different fish. We've caught a cod. So now we can rotate the cod so we can stick them in here. So now you can see this like management-y puzzle game, which is a part of how we stock the boat. And we want to obviously maximize our space. Disturbed water. You don't have the right equipment for this spot. Okay, see this slash icon here says we can't catch these fish. So let's trolley over here to these fish. Maybe we can catch them. Nope. We can catch these guys. It looks like it's more blue mackerel. Whoa, I missed those. Depleted. All right, we only have one more spot in our boat, but let's go across the way. Let's go across the bay, shall we, to this town and see what it is. Let's dock. The Resident Evil 4-esque inventory. Yeah, it's great. Red Raptor 90s. Who was your favorite guest star on the show? Man, I don't know. We had hundreds. We did over 200 episodes and had multiple guests every time. So, I don't know. I think it'd be too many to, I wouldn't want to play favorites. I'm sure they'll all find out who I said and then be very angry with me. The dock workers here. You look lost, fisherman. Are you after somewhere to sell your catch? Greater Marrow is on the west side of the bay. Yeah, we know that. Keep an eye on the lighthouse, eh? Wouldn't want you to lose sight of it for too long. Friendly guy, I guess. So let's see. There's a trader here in this town. We're in Little Marrow. So Little Marrow is across from Greater Marrow. Let's see what the trader has to say. You enter a brightly lit shop. It's packed with antiques. The shelves full of jewelry and other baubles. An old man peers at you over silver spectacles. Hello? Is that... No. I don't believe we've met. Forgive me. My eyes aren't what they used to be. I specialize in antiques and jewelry. I'll purchase any special trinkets you happen to have. Have you got anything nice with you today, perhaps? I have fish. He doesn't seem like he's interested in fish. All right, good day, sir. Good day to you. We'll undock. It's already getting dark, so let's make haste. It gets dark fast in this game. Let's turn our light on. It kind of helps, right? All right, we're safe. Everything's fine. Exposure to fog and other things will increase your panic. So you see that eyeball that popped up on the top there. Bright lights and sleeping will reduce panic. It's all right. We made it. We're fine. You step onto the dock at Greater Marrow. The mayor is waiting nearby. I see you've returned in one piece. Very good. Before you head off to town, we should discuss the matter of your boat. As I mentioned earlier, your old boat was too badly damaged to be repaired. However, I'm more than happy to sell you that replacement vessel, yours to own. I understand you may not have the necessary funds on hand, so we'll consider it a loan. But I want to make this easy for you. Until your debt is repaid, a tiny portion of your fish sales will go towards paying it off. A small amount of interest will go towards improving the town. So to recap, you'll need to sell fish to the local market, paying off your debt, and in turn, keeping the population fed and satisfied. Understand? Selling fish helps the town and pays off my debt. Got it. Where do I sell the fish? Yeah, I got it. Off you go then. Sell those fish while they're still fresh. This guy is basically Tom Nook. He is the Tom... Damn, okay, yeah. Kennicor, you beat me to it. He is Tom Nook. All right, let's go to the fishmonger. Look at this guy. You enter a squalid shack on the fringe of the marketplace. The familiar smell of fish fills the air. Flies buzz haphazardly around a downcast man behind the counter. Gross. You're the new fisherman, eh? Surprised they found a new one so fast. What happened to the other one? It takes a certain type of person to last out here. It's not a life for everyone. Anyway, to business. I'll pay you for fish. Bigger and fresher means more money. Some species are just worth more too. Other towns on other islands might pay you different, but while you've still got a debt outstanding here, I'd suggest you work on paying it off first. All right, so you already know the deal, I guess. So let's see what you've got. Now, we got a bunch of basic fish. Yeah, don't let your fish rot before you sell them. What's up, Storm? Welcome. All right, let's just sell them all the fish. We're not going to piecemeal it out. We're not selling to anyone else. We're selling all the fish. We sold 14 fish, $121, and our debt has been adjusted. All right, we're done there. The mayor is standing outside the fishmonger's store. Excellent work. I have no doubt you'll be able to provide for this town. Look here. I found this down by the docks. I'm sure someone like you can make something out of it. Why don't you take it? It's a research part. I will take it, and I'll stick it down here. Oh, one last thing. Our local shipwright mentioned she might be able to make some modifications to your ship. You should pay her a visit. So this is how we upgrade our vessel. We can visit the shipwright in store. We only have $28 remaining on our ship loan. This is the cheapest ship in history. So we're going to pay it off in no time. As you walk into the yard, you see the shipwright making repairs to a damaged hull. She looks up at you briefly before turning back to her work. You must be the new fisherman. I can make improvements to your vessel in the yard. Mind you, I'm not in the business of doing favors around here. Payment is up front, and everything takes some time to install. Also, if you take on any damage from the rocks, or any damage at all, I can patch it up, mostly. She shrugs and gestures towards the hull she's currently attempting to repair. A number of wooden boards as well above the waterline, all well above the waterline, are splintered and scratched. Take a look round.
Ultimate_nobody just followed.
Ultimate Nobody, welcome. Thank you very much for the follow. We're fishing. Join us. Plan ahead. All right. Well, the shipwright is selling some stuff. They can sell us a simple skimmer and a weighted line. We have a basic fishing pole. So the reason why we couldn't catch some of those fish earlier is because our basic fishing pole is the only fishing equipment we have, and it can only catch coastal fish. So you see where the basic fishing pole, like, utility comes up? It says catches coastal. But there's other types. The simple skimmer can catch shallow fish, and this weighted line can also catch shallow fish. This one is slow. This one is, I'm assuming, normal. It has a 40% fishing speed. This one has a 10% fishing speed, which is abysmal. The shipwright also offers engines, which we can add to our ship to make it faster. Now, the more engines and stuff we add to the ship, the less space we have. Mac is streaming too. Yeah, Mac jumped on. That's good. Is she assassin? Is she assassing? Is she assassinating? Assassinating? What is she doing? There's the rusty outboard engines we can add. Let's see. There's some trawl nets, but none are available, and we can buy some extra lights. It looks like there's 2 different types that we can buy. We don't have any lights at all, but we do have 1 slot for lights. We could start with a cracked bulb with a range of 10 meters, or we can save up for the cloudy lens, which has a range of 20 meters. We should probably do that. All right. Let's go to sleep because it's nighttime. Oh, before we do that, let's go to our cabin. Something is here. The encyclopedia. Ah. So, blue mackerel and cod are the first 2 fish in the encyclopedia. It's no wonder we ran into them first. And we already have a prized blue mackerel at 28.20 centimeters. Not bad. There's a list of aberrations at the bottom, but we haven't seen any of those. All right. Let's look at our pursuits. Our pursuit is finished. Good. Let's go to sleep. We'll rest until morning. All right. It is 6 a.m. and we're a fisherman. You know what to do. We're going out there. Isn't this a nice vibe, though? Oh, we can't catch those fish. Let's go over here. I don't think we can catch these guys either. Nope. Ooh, this looks like a big shark. I don't think we can catch sharks yet either. No. Okay. Well, we can catch a message in a bottle, though. Cabin. Messages. The 20th of August, 1927. Morning of the 2nd day of the honeymoon, and our first day proper. Today, we're sailing around the islands and inlets at the back of Greater Marrow. I love the rocks here. The layers and colors are so striking. Furthermore, the fishing is relatively poor in these shallows, so I know he will keep his hands on the wheel instead of the rods. He renamed the boat last night, Julie. He did a fancy renaming ceremony and everything. I think he took that more seriously than the wedding. Supposedly, it's very important to perform it correctly, lest you want ill fortune to follow the vessel. He wanted to throw away everything with the old name on it, but I kept the keychain, Ocean's Riches, was a good name. I think he has prepared a surprise picnic lunch. I can see the basket half hidden, stuffed under a blanket at the front of the cabin. I love when he tries to be romantic. Little lore dump there. So there's a couple that was out fishing around the back of Greater Marrow. Okay, this looks like some planks, and we can't get them yet. Here we are. Oh, I missed it. Thought I had it. That would have been 2 for 2 on the old trophy fish. Oop. Depleted. Okay. Where else can we go? These fish over here look ripe for the fishing. Nope. No, they do not. I take it back. Very difficult fish. There's another bottle out there in the distance. We'll make our way over there. Can't get these guys either. It's almost nighttime again. The day goes by quickly. Let's see, messages. The 21st of August, 1927. We had a slight accident yesterday around the shallows at the back of Greater Marrow. A rock seemingly appeared out of nowhere and struck the front of the boat. It did not penetrate the hull, but it jostled us around, and a few items fell overboard into the water. We did not see what they were, which is of some concern, but we believe all important articles are accounted for. He has been checking over some notes from the boat renaming ceremony. He's paranoid that he performed the steps incorrectly. I have never known him to be so superstitious. All right. There's an island out over there, but it's already getting dark right now. Ooh. There is something golden in the water over there. But if we go mess with that now, we'll never make it back at a reasonable time to avoid the darkness. Ultimate Nobody, welcome. All right, we're just going to beeline it. So it's getting dark, and now our eye is up on our... what was that? Inspect. A floating buoy. It serves to mark safe passage past dangerous rocks and obscured hazards. Its dim light also provides a brief respite in the gloom of the night. Yeah, I knew that. I know what a buoy is. It was glimmering a little bit, so it had a little something for us to read. But you know, we're not new to these waters. We're fishermen by trade. We know what we're doing. Let's go to the fishmonger. I've had a special order come through from a customer. If you can fulfill it, I'll pay you above normal prices. Tell me about the order. They asked for 1 Gulf flounder and 1 gray eel. Just bring them in when you have them. You'll need to have a rod that can handle shallow water fish in order to catch those. The shipwright should be able to sort that for you. Okay. I don't know how you do it every day. These old bones wouldn't cut it on the high seas. Well, I got young bones over here. I don't have that problem. What do you think of all these fish? We've adjusted our debt another $13. Let's tab into our cabin and look at our pursuits. Caught to order. 1 flounder and 1 eel. The fishmonger at Greater Marrow received a special order from a customer. He says he'll pay me well for filling the order. A Gulf flounder and a gray eel. No problem. Okay, we only have $15 remaining. Let's go see the shipwright. So both of these rods can handle shallow water. We do have, see when I highlight the rods, it highlights what spaces on the ship are appropriate for rods. We can only have rods in certain spaces. You can only have lights in certain spaces, and you can only have engines in certain spaces. So we can get either one of these rods. We have 195 bucks. I think so in this game, when we're sitting idle in the ocean, time does not pass. But when we move, whenever we're sailing, and whenever we're fishing, time does pass. So I think that's where the fishing speed of the rods are relevant. We don't want the slow rod because then it's just going to suck the day up as we use it. Let's go for the 40% fishing speed. What is this one? 35. Yeah, we'll get the 40. And we'll stick it. Like this? No, we'll just stick it like this. That's fine. She's going to take some time to install, so now it's the middle of the night. But now, we can catch coastal and shallow, which means we can get some new fish. A hunched woman approaches you from the steps to the lighthouse. She stops some distance away and looks at you with concern and visible apprehension.
Oh.
Why are you here? I've come to fish. I've come to see the area. I've come to meet people. We came here to fish. We are fishermen.
Ugh.
There is nothing here for someone like you anymore. Do yourself a favor and move on. Thanks. She turns and shuffles back along the path that leads to the light. Let's get some rest. All right. We're gonna undock. So this bay is like our turf now. And let's see if we can finally catch these fish over here. Yep. Oh man, that's a big boy. All right, we caught a Gulf flounder. Isn't that what we were asked for? Bam. Trophy flounder. Love that. Depleted. We need to get that the fish that's shaped like an L. We need the trophy one because we missed it. Oh, is this just a blue mackerel? Let's check. We should be able to check. Yeah, it is. We're gonna leave this here. We want an eel. Let's check these out. These guys look long and skinny. You can kind of see the fish silhouette from the water. Oh yeah, that's an eel, all right. A gray eel. Oh boy. All right, and here lies the problem. Let's keep fishing this this area. And we'll stick them over here. Depleted. Okay, so we didn't get any trophy eels. But let's see if we could shuffle around. We'll do the shuffle. And so if we go like this, that does nothing for us. Let's see. Let's see here. I don't think that there's any clever way for us to improve our inventory, honestly, with these big old fish in it. That kind of works. But then there's really no way for us. What it did is it moved all our free spaces next to each other. So now what we can do, we could probably take this like that. We have this space here and this space here. We can go maybe grab a couple extra fish. We're not going to grab a shark right now because that sounds like a bad idea. Let's go back over to these mackerel and see if we can grab like one or two. Do you like seafood, David? I love seafood. Seafood is good and good for you. All right. One there. One there. We'll just keep catching them. Maybe we'll get like a big one. Depleted. $19. 1980, this is the big one. 20, even bigger. 18. All right, so we'll take this 18 and we'll grab the 19, the 1930. That's the biggest one. I think that's about as good as it's going to get right now. So let's go back. We're going back a little early. It is good for you, but I'm not a big fish person, seafood person. That's okay. It is good for you, though. And honestly, I mean, seafood's like an entire category of food. You don't want to, you know, to write it all off because you don't like some of it. There's a lot there to like, and a lot of variety and flavors and stuff. Not all seafood tastes the same. Okay, the mayor is here with something to tell us. Let's see what he has to say. Just the person I was hoping to see. Will you be sailing out east toward Little Marrow? Would you give this package to the dock worker there, please? Yeah, can I... Yeah. Oh, sorry, all full up? Come back when you have more space on board. Yeah, I will. You just, you know, didn't give me a chance to do what I was doing. Have you got any fish for the order? Yes. Just leave whatever you have here. I'll keep the order on ice until it's all ready to go. All right, well, we only got one eel for the order. And then let's see here. That's our trophy. We're not giving that to the order. Take this guy. 2 fish for $49.12. It's not bad. The fishmonger wraps up the fish and hands you some money. Good, good. They should be pleased with these. They should be. I've got another order here. This one's a little more curious. They want a couple of squid and a whole black grouper. Don't see many people fishing squid these days. They only feed at night. And well, you know what nights are like around here. Good luck. All right, now the game is challenging us to go out at night. Let's sell them the rest of these fish. And now that we've done that, let's go see the mayor again. Are you able to make the delivery for me now? Sure. Stick your package there. The mayor hands you a small damp package bound in string. It's dripping slightly. Gross. The dock worker will pay you upon delivery. Please be quick about it. I don't want it to spoil. Don't forget to check your compass and map if you get lost. How could I get lost? It's literally, you could see it from here. All right, let's press tab. Let's go to our cabin. Let's check our pursuits. Package delivery. All right, deliver the package. No problem. Package feels quite dense and damp. Something is seeping through the paper. Curious, but I won't open it. I will not. I need to catch 2 squid and 1 black grouper. They only bite at night. All right. Let's check the map. We have to go to Little Marrow, which we've been to already. That's where the antique dealer is. It's right across the bay, so no problem there. The encyclopedia. We caught 3 gray eels and some Gulf flounder along with a trophy one. Nice. Okay, well, let's undock, shall we? Let's go out at night. Let's keep our light on. All right, let's see what this is. It's some squid. All right, we're fine. We're not that far, you know, from the dock. Depleted. Okay. Ooh, there's a shiny over here. See that little sparkle? What's that? Be careful going through the rocks. The lighthouse towers above. Waves crash endlessly against the perilous rocks below. All creatures, human and otherwise, would have their brittle bodies broken and thrown at its feet. You ponder the intrinsic power of this structure, a vast column of stone, shouldering the responsibility of countless lives. How long will it stand? How long until it decays into ruin, its purpose exhausted? The lighthouse towers above. Okay. Thank you. Our light just went out for some reason. Ooh, here's some bigger fish. Black grouper. Bingo. Just what the doctor ordered. Let's get 3 of them. No, we can get more than 3 of them. If we move this guy out of the way. Then we can maybe do this. Oh, depleted. There was only 2. Okay. Well, that was all we needed at night. So let's not be risky, yeah? Let's very gently sail to safety. Look at that. Spaghetti Squash, welcome. New game, yeah, we're playing Dredge. We're having a chill Dredge play. There's only $4 left on our ship loan. I think we're about done with it. Let's see the fishmonger. Have you got any fish for that order? Yep. Just leave whatever you have here. I'll keep that order on ice until it's all ready to go. All right, 23, 24, 25. Let's give you this little 23. And you can get this little 24. And then this one's 41, this one's 40. You can have this black grouper for the order as well. 96 bucks, almost 100 bucks. The fishmonger wraps up the fish and hands you some money. I didn't think you had it in you. Night fishing is a tall order. It's fine, we're fine. We're professionals. I'll let you know when I get more orders in. For now, on to business as usual. All right? Well, here's the rest of the fish, bud. Debt adjusted. The mayor is walking quickly towards you. He seems to be in a good mood with a spring in his step. Fantastic news. Thanks partly to your efforts, Greater Marrow is growing. Our town is sure to be swarming with visitors any day now. I doubt it, right? In fact, I've granted a consent for the shipwright to expand her facilities. The old dry dock is operational again. Okay. I've also allocated some money to improve the fishmonger's services. He might have something to talk to you about soon. Okay, he's not much for conversation, though. Keep up the good work. We're glad you've chosen to be here with us. All right, now we got a dry dock. So there's the shipwright and a dry dock. This is the dry dock. We can make significant improvements to your vessel here. We're talking extra space, more attachment points for equipment, and even superior hulls. We'll need a decent stock of hard materials for these projects, lumber and metal scraps, that sort of thing. How do I get materials? There's plenty of decent materials around the coast from various shipwrecks and the like. I'm sure you'll find a way to get at them. So I'm like, oh, where do I get materials for this expensive boat upgrade that you're going to give me? And she's like, go fish them out of the ocean. Materials assigned towards upgrades here will be stored. So don't worry if you only have half of what we need. And here's our skill tree for the ship. So we can get 2 more rod spaces, 4 new net spaces, 2 new engine spaces and 1 extra light space. So if I click on the light space, I need 2 lumber and some metal. For the engines, we'll need 2 metal and some lumber. For extra trawl net, we'll need bolt of cloth. We'll need 2 cloth and 1 lumber. And for modifies 2 cargo spaces to also hold rods, we'll need metal, cloth, and lumber. So a little bit of everything for some more fishing spaces. And then once we do that, we can upgrade our hull, which will give us more storage. That's what you do when you upgrade your boat. Yeah, you fish up, scrap waterlogged pieces of wood, and then you strap them to your boat. Totally normal. Normal stuff. Let's see what's going on in our cabin. We have a pursuit. Caught to order. The fishmonger doesn't have any other orders for me yet. All right. Well, then everything's fine. Let's check our encyclopedia. All right. Let's go back to the marrows. What do we got? Here is our arrow squid and our black grouper. Okay. So we got a couple of different fish we can get. We can fish in the shallows and we can fish on the coast, which should probably cover most of this area. If we go to the shipwright, they're still not offering us trawl nets, but we can get a light. Do we want to spend half our money on a light? Nah, not yet, right? We're all right. Let's sleep. All right. It's morning, and we got a job to do. Let's fish on our way across the bay. There's the sun. Wow, look at how fast time's going, huh? Bam. Trophy. I like that. Oh, depleted. There was just 1 fish. All right. Let's have a nice peaceful sail to Lesser Marrow. What do you guys think of Dredge? It's pretty chill, right? What? A delivery. Let's see here. He tears a small hole in the paper and peeks inside. You can't say for sure, but it feels as though he's shielding it from your view. Ugh, this smells foul. You obviously took your sweet time getting here with this. He won't let me pay for a delivery in this state, but maybe I can give you this. I was given this old book a few weeks back, but it didn't make much sense to me. You'll surely get more use out of it. He pulls a crumpled book from his back pocket and hands it to you. A number of the pages are folded over. Keep it in your cabin. Perhaps you can read it while you're on the water. Stop by for a chat anytime. I know how lonely it can be. Now he wants to be friends after he dissed me for taking too long to get to him with the soggy package. Let's go into our ship. Let's go to our cabin. And here in our cabin, we now have a book. Sustainable Fishing. On the shelf. 0% complete. Read it to unlock. Reading. All right. So as we sail around, now that we have this book selected, it's going to passively read it. And after a while, we'll unlock like a buff, I guess. Sounds good to me. Storage. We have a storage locker over here now that looks huge compared to our boat. That's good. And there's the trader, but we don't have anything for him yet. Oh, there's some fish sneaking over here by the rocks. This is new. Looks like a manta ray. A stingray. Ooh, it's big. Ah, there we go. Depleted. All right, we got 2 stingrays. They should fetch a price, right? All right, here's some lumber, but we can't get it yet. And this looks like a shark. We can't get him either. So we're still, wow, look at that. There's a big rig over there. Sounds like a storm is coming in. All right, the days are mostly over, so let's just try to grab some fish before we head back in. We'll grab some of these eel. Let's see if we stick that here. Depleted. Oh, that was it. There was just un eel. Just one. Here, these are little fish. We could probably grab these guys too. Depleted. All right, these are all like little fishing areas that I guess we've already fished and we haven't given the fish time to rebound. All right, we're heading back in a little early, but by the time we get over there, it'll be dark, believe it or not. See, there goes the sun, setting in the west. Perfect. Perfect. We'll just... Been meaning to talk to you about a new business venture I've been considering, crab pots. I've got one here for you, in fact. It's a bit banged up, but you could get it fixed at the shipwright. All right, bud. Ability unlocked, crab pot. Deploy a crab pot, don't forget where you put it. Should be pretty straightforward, just drop it out at sea anywhere, then come back after a day or two to check on it. I've got a customer after a fiddler crab and a common crab. Both species can be found around here. Don't overcommit yourself, especially when that sun starts going down. Better to come back with a small catch than not to come back at all. Fair enough. How about you buy all these fish? $100 crab pots. I'll just take this free one and we'll go from there. Stick it down here. All right. Let's check our cabin. We have some new fish in the encyclopedia. We have the stingray. And we have a new pursuit. We want to catch a common crab and a fiddler crab. We'll do that with our free crab pot. And we're 35% through our book. Remember, you don't have to have all the materials at once. You can store whatever you have right here at the dry dock. Okay. Well, we're not ready to upgrade anything because we can't catch anything. Looks like some of your equipment could use some fixing. We can repair that here. So the basic crab pot needs repair. I don't think our rods need repair. Or our engines. But let's repair the crab pot. And now it's repaired. Good. Still offering the 2 rods. And not much else. We do have some storage here. We do have a research part as well, but we don't need that for anything yet, so we'll just hold on to it. Oh, research. Research parts 1. I didn't even look at this yet. We have an ad break coming in just a sec, so we'll discuss how it's going. A flexible fishing pole can do coastal and shallow. The hydraulic rod, mechanically assisted reels allow catching of significantly larger species. That's probably what we need for the shark. It catches oceanic. Engines. We can research a better engine. Pots. We can research crab pots. And nets is not available yet. Well, let's research the hydraulic rod, because that's a new category for us. And we'll go to the shipwright, and there it is. Oh, but you see, if we install the hydraulic rod, then it uses the spot where we have our coastal fish. And it's going to cost us almost all of our money. But let's do it. All right, we've installed it. And now we're going to take this and we're going to put it to storage. So if we go to storage, we do still have our weighted line. Okay, let's get some sleep. It takes like 3 in-game days for spots to fully restock. Yeah, that makes sense. It does take a sec, and that's all right. How are you guys liking Dredge? Gamer lover, I need to head to bed. Good night. Good night. Thanks for hanging out. Kingdom Legend, good night. Good chill vibes, yeah. It is a chill game. It's a nice slow pace. Good music. A little spooky. We'll catch you next time, gamer lover. Good night. All right, you guys. We have 2 minutes. Let's take a stretch. You know, have a drink. And in a couple minutes, we'll get back at it. We'll sail around. There's a couple of things that we can do right now. So, we got a new rod. That means that we can go after probably the shark. It was literally a rod for larger fish, and that's the only large fish we've seen. We can see if the hydraulic rod will let us grab some wood out of the water. If this is what we need for supplies, we'll give that a shot. There was also that golden bit of water behind Lesser Marrow. We can go investigate that if we head out there early enough. And we can see what that's about. We also, in the note that we read, it spoke about how they went to the rocks behind Greater Marrow and something fell overboard. So we can go investigate that area and see if we find anything over there. So that's the plan. We'll start off local. We'll go check out the sharks and the equipment first. Everyone's about to come back from ads, and then we'll continue. Ad break, we're back. All right. We have something else in our pursuits. The common crab and the fiddler crab. Also, we should get some crabs. So we'll set up our crab pot. Select the crab pot ability with E and deploy one with right click. They catch things over time, but need repairing every so often. All right. So let's just get out this way. Let's select our crab pot. And let's put her there. All right, there you go. Crab pot deployed. Let's go to this shark over here. There was one on the other side as well, but this one's closer to that little bit over there that we saw. Let's try to grab this guy. I messed it up. Ooh, he's big. It's a bronze whaler. There we go. Depleted. There was just one. We almost got a trophy one, but I messed it up. Terrible at video games. All right. Let's see if we can grab this wood. We cannot. You don't have the right equipment for this spot. Shame. All right, let's go around the corner here. We're making a move. We can't do anything here. We can't do anything here either. Okay. We'll have to come back here when we have new equipment. It was worth checking out, though. It's already getting a little spooky out. So maybe we can shoot across the bay here and grab the other shark, since that's what we're equipped to do at the moment. It's gonna get dark on us. All right, there they are. Looks like there's two. Nice. All right, we caught a bloodskin shark. Bloodskin shark. Tendons and sinews stretch over the fins of this bloodied predator. Powerful jaws are clad in exposed muscle. Gross. All right, it's getting dark. Let's head back in. we got this this creepy shark we found. And we'll have a stretch. Here's our crab pot. Nothing. Our crab pot has done no work. It's a lazy crab pot. All right, let's go see the fishmonger. What is it today? You hand the grotesque fish to the fishmonger. He grins, raising the fish up to his face before inhaling a deep, stuttering breath. Ah, now this is the sort of specimen to liven up my day. I wonder. He runs his fingers firmly along the length of the fish, as though feeling for something. He pushes from one side of its stomach, and a small shape can be seen against the bulging scales. He slices the fish open. From its stomach, he pulls a small piece of fabric and spreads it on the counter. It's a delicately patterned handkerchief. Well, I've never seen that before in all my days. I'll give you this thing, and I'll pay you for the fish too, of course. It's not the first corrupted fish I've seen in these parts, so I'm sure you'll find more before too long. I'll pay you well if you find any more. And he's given us a handkerchief, a once beautiful handkerchief drawn from the insides of a grotesque fish, patterned with delicate crimson thread. All right. Buy these normal fish. Sold 2 fish. A man is looking at you through your cabin window. His face is mostly in shadow. I know what you took to the fishmonger. Yeah, I took him fish. Are you booing me because we haven't stretched, Lauren? We'll have a stretch. We're in the middle of very spooky exposition right now. And I'll be clear, I know he extracted an artifact from it. I need to inspect it, but not here. Meet me on Blackstone Isle. Head out of the bay and cut south. I have a business proposition that you'll want to hear. I'll be waiting. All right. Let's have a stretch, everybody. Have a nice stretch. Oh. How was that? I have some more water too. Let's see. What's in our cabin? Our pursuits are updated. Grotesque fish meet at Blackstone Isle. Caught a strange-looking fish, never seen anything like it in all my years. It died as soon as it was pulled from the water, but its scales are still pulsing with a strange rhythm. Don't want to handle it anymore. Have a headache and ears are ringing slightly. Maybe the fishmonger at Greater Merrill will know more. I took it to the fishmonger. He gave us the handkerchief. And a man approached me, interested in what the fishmonger pulled from the fish. He wants to meet at Blackstone Isle. All right, if we look at our map, there's our crab pot. And this is our destination. This is Blackstone Isle down here, south. Encyclopedia. The bloodskin shark, an aberration of the regular shark. Let's go to the marrows, and we'll page around here. Yeah, here's our bronze whaler. We've caught 2 of them, but there's also the aberration of the bronze whaler, which we've also caught. So now, as we find different fish pods in the water, we have, I guess, odds of pulling out aberrations, like random grotesque fish. We're 95% through our book, though. That's nice. We've spent a lot of time reading on the open sea. And we have a handkerchief. We'll stick it down here, out of the way. Shipwright. If you're wanting to get a bit more out of your engines, take a look through this book on the house. Correct engine operation added to the cabin. Nice, we got another book to read. She pulls a book from a toolbox nearby and hands it to you. A few of the pages are stuck together with grease. Ew. Let's get some sleep. The blood shark was your first aberration. Yeah, the first one. Fisherman, have you run into a photographer on your travels? She docked here a few days ago for supplies. I suggested that she take some pictures of the town for promotional purposes, but she didn't seem too interested. She mentioned she was heading south. Perhaps you should introduce yourself. All right, Mayor. There's a photographer to the south of the island. Maybe we will find them as we go to Blackstone. But for now, I bid you good day. Good day, Greater Marrow. We're off. Okay, our crab pot is flashing. And we have a common crab. There it is. Nice. Sustainable fishing, reading complete. Check cabin for bonuses. I will. Cabin. Sustainable fishing, 10% chance to not reduce fish stocks when catching a fish with a rod. That's nice. Now we have correct engine operation. Let's read it. All right, well, just in time, we got another book to read. All right, let's thread the needle here. Let's optimize our route. And look, we can catch some fish along the way. Can we catch these fish? We can. Depleted. We caught all the fish. All right. Here's Blackstone Isle. It only took us half a day to get here, which is fine. Perfect. We have a storage space here. So this is where our extra fishing line is. We have one, I think, at every village. So we can access our storage anywhere. Cabin. Encyclopedia. Oh, the crab. Yeah, we caught a crab. Good. All right, there's the ruined mansion. The man is standing in a doorway watching you approach. He's holding an old book in one hand. It's bound in crimson with silver ribbons. You came. Good. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Hove. H to the O-V. It's not exactly what he said. I am a collector of many things, art and artifacts, treasures and truths, and curios that occupy the periphery of desire. It's definitely not from the song. And you have something for me. You give the handkerchief to the collector. He holds it up to the flickering light and studies it. These patterns are unmistakable. Even after all this time, this handkerchief comes from an old ship I've been searching for. It sank many years ago. It carried items of great importance. As you can imagine, retrieving them is proving to be challenging. That's where you come in. My proposition is this. I will outfit your vessel with equipment that will let you dredge the wrecks and dark depths. That's what we needed. Find me these lost relics, and I will reward you in ways beyond all imagining. You need not give up your fishing career. I'll merely need a few hours with your vessel to make the necessary alterations. What do you say? I accept. It's not even my boat. Well, it is now, but I got it on the cheap. An excellent decision. I'll prepare the equipment immediately. The relics we're looking for are a ring, a necklace, a watch, and a music box and key. I would encourage you to ask around the towns about shipwrecks or other strange occurrences, anything that might be worth investigating. Return when you have something. All right, spooky guy. We will. Let's check out the workshop. The workshop looks as though it hasn't been used in decades. Let's go inside. You enter, taking a moment to let your eyes adjust to the dim light. You find some horrifying creations amongst the detritus. You can return to these items later. The arterial engine. The bony blades of this grotesque engine are driven by a pulsing heart. It beats in time with your own. What's up, DC? I see you. I don't know how to read your name. How you doing? The sign of ruin, a symbol of the deep, is carved into this small talisman. It's sure to draw the attention of those attuned to it. All right, let's move this crab. And let's move this fish out of the way. Let's get our arterial engine installed. And let's get our sign of ruin installed. Nice. What do they do? Let's see. Our regular ship engine gives us 14 knots. Adding this arterial engine will give us 7 more knots, so it's a 50% boost in speed. Pretty good. And the sign of ruin is a plus 5% aberration bonus. So we'll catch more aberrations with it, which is good because they're worth good money. Let's check our pursuits. The collector. The collector has installed dredging equipment on my boat. I'm to locate some relics for him. He said he'll reward me well for any I return to him at Blackstone Isle. Checking out shipwrecks and the like would be a good place to start. He mentioned the locals might be able to point me to some. Find the key in the Marrows. Find the music box in Gale Cliffs. Find the ring in Stellar Basin. Find the necklace, in Twisted Strand. Find the watch in Devil's Spine. All right, let's see if we can get home. Because it is, oh, we could sleep. Let's sleep here. We'll rest. We're docked. We're safe. All right, let's go. There was like a sparkle on the wind. The sparkle on the wind is leading me here? 22. All right. Our ship is pretty full, so let's get back to town, and then we'll see about what else we can grab. Is it completely full? Yeah, we're completely full. I assume no back seating or anything. I mean, it's not necessary, really. I've played through this game before, so nothing is surprising to me. I mean, I guess if you have a suggestion as to something we should do early on, you can word it in a way that's not spoily for people in the audience who haven't seen the game. That would be appreciated. Let's see, Lighthouse Keeper. What is it? Do you know of any shipwrecks around here? She eyes you suspiciously. There's a spot near the back of Greater Marrow where the current carries in wreckage from the sea. Some nights you can see an unnatural glow rising from the patch of dark water. I can't imagine what's down there in the deep. So if you're looking for what I think you're looking for, it's best you just move on. All right, spooky lady. Have you heard of any strange things happening? I'm just trying to be friendly. See any good movies lately? I see plenty of strange things from atop the lighthouse. Sometimes I don't know whether or not I can trust my own eyes. She holds the lantern up so that it shines brightly onto your face. Are you really standing here in front of me, or is this just another of the fog's tricks? Who lives on Blackstone Isle? I see a lot from up here, you know. I saw that ill-fated boat return. I chose to look the other way. I watched an unnatural glow flicker through those windows. Whatever you've got planned, I hope you know what you're doing out there. I should go. Spooky old lighthouse keeper. There's a builder in town. You approach a woman sitting on the dockside, staring out to sea. She turns to you. What's it like out there? It's peaceful. It's difficult. I don't want to talk about it. I think it's peaceful, right? I mean, it's kind of the vanilla answer, I guess. But we are fishermen, so we like the sea. It's got to be a damn sight better than this bloody town. I think I just need to get away for a while, maybe not come back. Going backwards is a mistake, don't you think? You should always keep moving forward, moving along. I can't go back. She's gazing out to sea again, lost in thought. Say, if you find me some materials, maybe you can help me move? I mean, really move. There's an island I've heard about, Steel Point, just to the north. 2 units of lumber and 2 units of scrap is all I need. I can make a new place for myself out there. You'd be welcome to visit, too. Just stack it up at Steel Point. When you have anything, I'll pay you when the job's done. All right, then. We have a new mission. Let's go see the fishmonger. Have you got any crabs for that order? Yeah. Don't forget, if your crab pots get a bit worn out, the shipwright should be able to patch them up. Well, how about you take this little crab here? Wow, this other one's a big one. The fiddler. Done. That's all I got for you now. Come back when you have everything.
Incoming. Brisk Apollo just raided with 1 viewers.
Brisk Apollo is raiding. Incoming. What's up, Brisk Apollo? Welcome. And Oath, JPG, how you doing? Good to see you. It's a brisk raid, yeah. Niger Like Soup is here. What's up? Hope you're having a good stream. So far, so good. We're playing a little Dredge. We're having a chill little Dredge sesh. How are you guys doing? Are you just hopping around? Or did you just finish up and now you're raiding? I found this book out back. Could be useful to you. Nice, we got another book. The fishmonger reaches under the counter and hands you a damp, battered book. A few shimmering fish scales are stuck to the cover. All right, buy all these fish. There you go. 9 fish. All right, we have a couple of things we can do. We have a new pursuit. We need to bring lumber and scrap to an island to the north. We also need to go around the back of the island that we're on. We're in the middle of reading a book. We have another book to read. So here's Greater Marrow. Around the backside of Greater Marrow is something we keep hearing about. Something back here we can dredge up. To the north, right here it looks like, is where we need to bring some supplies. All right, let's do it. It's the middle of the day. Let's just go back out. Our crab pot has crabs in it. Let's go grab them. And then we'll start dredging up some material now that we can. It's just another little crab. Just a little boy. All right, we got him. We still got a day on that crab pot, so we're okay on it. Let's head over to that shipwreck now that our ship is empty. No drugs or our bestie the sun today? No, we're having a nice, we started up a chill stream. People were feeling a chill game, so we're playing Dredge. And look, now we can dredge things. Stock low. So in this game, we're not grabbing the fish, we're just like jostling the line. And so what we want to do is we want to avoid the black bars as the wheel spins. Depleted. How is stream going, my good sir? Everything's going great. We're playing Dredge. We're having a nice chill sail around. We're starting the game over. It's been a while since I played this game. I played it a year ago or something. When it came out, I played it. A little after it came out. Let's see. Right here is where this golden, the golden ticket is. Let's try here. Ooh, shapes in the deep. It's a ring. Oh. Got him. It's a bronze belt buckle. Depleted. All right. There's a couple other things though. We can. Ooh, let's dredge here. This looks like some scrap. Ooh, scrap is big. If we put this here like this, we can drop that down. Scrap. Depleted. Oh, it is very dark. Okay. We got our light on. It's another ring. An old iron chain. All right, depleted. Okay, there is like Blackstone Isle, I think. So let's just follow the Let's just follow the coast. Okay, there are some rocks. Oh, our light went out. Our light is out. It won't. There we go. Ooh, there's a spooky over here. A brood squid. Ew. Alright, we can catch one more. Alright. That's all we can get. So now let's ever so carefully... Okay, well... Something slithers into your cargo hold. We're being attacked. Our squid has been infected. Let's get this cerebral crab out of our crab pot. Oh my god, it's morning. Oh my, you look exhausted. You're not forgetting to get some sleep, are you? As I always say, taking frequent breaks is an important part of being productive. Do you always say that, Mayor? Blade Kid Cat, good night. Thanks for hanging. Nigel likes soup. Hang until you gotta go. It's all good. Have any crabs for that order? No, I don't. You hold on to the crabs for now. Sell. I sold him all the fish. All right. Let's go to the dry dock. Remember, you don't have to have all the materials at once. You can store whatever you have right here at the dry dock. All right. Well, we got a bunch of stuff. Let's get these lights upgraded now that we're sailing around in the dark. Let's put these scraps here. We'll put these boards here. And we could purchase the upgrade for 50 bucks. No problem. +1 light space, additional slots. Good. What else do we have? We have 2 scrap, so we can... No scrap there. 1 scrap there. So let's put these 2 scrap right here in the engine slot. And we'll save them there. My storage. What else do we got? We got a belt buckle, and we got this chain. And it looks like it's morning. If we go to our cabin, two lumber and 2 scrap. Yeah, I know. We'll get that stuff for them later. Let's get our ship together, yeah? The cerebral crab is an aberration of the regular crab. Cool. All right, it's morning. Let's just go back out. We don't need sleep. We're fine. Everything is fine, right? 1 hour remaining. All right, let's pick it up. Let's just take this back to get fixed up, yeah? Let's take the old rusty chain to the antique guy and see if he'll buy it. How we doing here? We're doing good. We're fishing. Little Marrow, let's go to the trader. Welcome. Found anything special lately? Sell all trinkets. Okay, he didn't want the belt buckle. But he did buy the old chain. The grieving father. Hello. Is everything okay? What do you know about any strange occurrences? I don't get out a lot anymore, so I don't see much of what goes on, but I do remember the old mayor in his final days. What an awful sight it was, screaming and throwing things into the sea. Throw it back, he would cry, over and over again. A stretch. Yeah, we'll have a stretch. Begging anyone who would listen, howling to the wind. These days I almost feel like I understand. Anything else I can help you with? Do you know about shipwrecks? Well, yes, you see, my only son was lost at sea some years ago. He's still out there somewhere in one of those wrecks, all alone in the cold, dark water. The man is clearly trying his hardest to remain composed, but tremors of grief rack his body. I was wondering, I noticed you have some dredging equipment installed on your vessel. If you're able to retrieve any of his belongings from the wreck, I think he'd feel more at peace if his mementos were with me. He wore a bronze belt buckle, specially engraved. I'd recognize it anywhere. If there's any chance you could find it, I'd be in your debt. Guess what, bud? It's your lucky day. Give him the belt buckle? Yeah, of course. You give the belt buckle to the man. This is his. Oh, thank you, bless you. You've returned him to me. Please take this. I've not any money to pay you, but this might hold some value to you. A research part. I love those. We need those. Anything else I can help you with? I'd better go. Hey man, I gotta go. Let's see the dock worker. How's the day treating you? Do you ever process shipments from Blackstone Isle? That old ruin? Doubt it. Let's see. He flicks through a large logbook. It appears to be a record of shipping manifest. Thought so. It doesn't even have a shipping address. As far as I know, nobody lives there. What else can I do for you? Do you know of any shipwrecks? I know there were a few round the eastern side of the island, mostly rotted away by now, I'd expect, or dashed apart by the waves. Poor souls kept hitting the rocks in the fog, I guess. There's a blind spot back there where the lighthouse can't be seen. People get turned around. What else can I do for you? What do you know about strange occurrences? I overheard a tale in the tavern some years ago. Sounded pretty strange to me. Supposedly, some 20-odd years ago, a fisherman from these parts hauled up an old sealed casket from the sea floor. They pried it open and took what was inside for themselves. That very night, the fog rolled in for the first time, and it has cloaked the seas every night since. What was in that accursed casket, nobody knows. All of the crew that laid eyes on its contents went mad, or worse. The casket and crew have since disappeared without a trace, but the fog remains. Crazy stuff, huh? What else can I do for you? Well, what's it like working on the docks? As changeable as the weather, ha! Most days it's pretty quiet. The pay's not too great, but the work's straightforward. That suits me to a T. It's good to get that fresh sea breeze without actually being on the water, no offense. But you wouldn't get me out on those seas every day. What else can I do for you? I better go. It's enough chit-chat. Grow, good night. Good night. We'll catch you next time. Get some sleep. Alright, let's undock. We're still, like, it's daytime, but we're obviously still a bit mad from not sleeping. You guys can see our eye is going nuts. Alright, we can't catch any of these fish. We'll just do a catch on our way back across the bay. We'll get some more cash. We'll use our research part to research something. And then we'll get back out. We'll get some sleep. And then we'll get back to dredging. And we'll get some more equipment for the boat. What's that? It's a treasure. A worn gold ring. Nice. We got a gold ring. We could sell it to the guy in Schedule 1. He needs some gold jewelry. We can't fish there. We could fish over here. These guys look fishable. Yeah. Depleted. There was just the one guy. There's eels over here. I thought they were only around at night. I guess it's almost dark. Oh. We can't fish because we took our certain fishing rod off the boat. We do need to fix our crab pot and put it back because we're still missing the other crab that we need to find. All right, let's pull up to the fishmonger. Let's sell him all these fish. There you go, bud. We'll take this gold ring and stick it down here. Let's go to the research. Okay, so this flexible fishing pole can do coastal and shallow, which right now we need 2 different rods to do. So let's spend 1 research part on this fishing pole, because this 1 fishing pole will replace both of the ones we have. And then we just need 1 more research part, which we'll find. I have no doubt. Let's see. This rusty outboard engine is 10.5 knots. The one we have is 14.5 knots, a little more. And this one is 7.4 knots. So I think we're okay for now on our speed. We did increase our speed a bit. Oh, let's go back to the shipwright before we forget and repair. So that'll repair our fishing pot, which is now good for another 3 days, and we'll get some sleep. Sleep is for the weak. Well, we did go 2 days. Not bad. All right, let's undock. Let's hold E and get out the old fishing pot. The old crab pot. And that's as good a place as any. We'll just drop that there. Here we go. Looks like there's some materials over here to be dredged. Looks like some wood. Depleted. All right. Just 1 piece of wood. We could maybe go back to that spot around the corner, but oh, we've kind of wasted some time going out to the bay out this way. But we could sail back around here. This is where that all right, these are just some basic fish over here. Here we go. Oh, we got some bolts of cloth. Few bolts of cloth. Sound pretty good. Let's keep sailing around here. This is a bunch of eels. No, we can't fish the eels. Oh boy. What's this ominous spot? A relic discovered. The ornate key. All right. We got the ornate key, and it's getting dark. The sun has gone down. The sea is looking calm. All right, let's keep going back around so we get back to the marrow where it's safe. Oh. The stone hums quietly, sending ripples through the air around it. Faint shapes dance upon its surface, vanishing before your eyes can focus on them. Place your hand on the stone. The cold stone does not respond to your touch. Well, fine. There's a boat. All that's left of this boat is an old husk. You pull a little closer. Let's look inside. Hey, there's, we found some lumber. There's a research part in here. There is some lumber. There's a nice citrine ring and an old iron chain. Okay, we're sailing. We're sailing back into the bay. We can't fish any of these spots right now. But there is a snag squid. Ew. All right. And it looks like our crab pot is caught. A fiddler crab. Okay, the fiddler crab needs 5 spaces, which we do not have. So we're going to leave him there. He'll be fine. Corlane, you have some experience with keys. That I do. All right. Let's go to, where do we go first? Let's go to the research, and let's spend that part on this flexible fishing pole. Okay, perfect. So now we have the flexible fishing pole, which will do coastal and shallow together. It's a 3-slot pole, so we have the space for it, and we'll have like 3 types that we can fish. Because if you look at our ship right now, we have the basic fishing pole, which is the 2 slots, and that does coastal. And then we have the hydraulic rod for oceanic. But our shallow water weighted line is like off the boat because we don't have enough spaces for it. But if we replace, we'll have to lose our sign of ruin. But we can put the flexible rod here in these 3 spaces, and we'll get we'll be able to fish 3 different types, plus dredge. Time to get flexible, yeah. So we're about to do that for sure. Let's go to the fishmonger. If you're ever hunting for a specific species, check your encyclopedia. It could have the information you need. Thanks. Take this grotesque squid. See you later. All right. Let's go to the dry dock. All right, we're gonna do that, and we're gonna upgrade our engines. Nice. Additional slots. Now let's take this lumber and let's stick it here, and this bolt of cloth. So all we need now for better rods is a scrap of metal, which should be no problem. And, oh yeah, we have another bolt of cloth, and we could stick that here for the next thing. That's fine. So what we need is, we need one more cloth, one more wood, and one more metal scrap. So we need one of each thing. And then we'll have this fully upgraded, and we can start working on a new hull, which will give us more cargo space. Let's see, what else can we do? Let's go to tab. Let's go to our cabin. We've completed 2 of our books, so now we've completed correct engine operation. Our engines provide 5% more movement speed than listed, so we got a little speed boost. Now let's read rods, reels, and rigs. So we set up our next book. Let's quickly, we're just gonna pop out real quick. It's late, but it's fine. To the crab pot. Let's grab this big boy. Okay, and then we're just gonna go back. Our light's going out, that's fine. We're in town, we're basically safe. Back to the fishmonger. Have you got crabs for the order? Yes, I do. Don't forget, if your crab pots get worn out, the shipwright will patch them up. I didn't forget. The fishmonger wraps up the crabs and hands you some money. These'll do. Glad you got some use out of that old pot. You can always buy more here or repair damaged ones at the shipyard. I have one final request for you. As you've seen, some fish around here can develop odd deformities. What do you think happens to a person that eats the flesh of one of these mutants? Nothing. Well, perhaps. But I want to know for sure. Bring me a mutant fish. Any will do. Just keep this between the 2 of us. I knew this guy was weird. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here before he starts looking at us with that hungry look in his eye. All right. We have the ring. So this ring we could probably sell, and this to the jeweler across the way. This key is a relic. We got to bring that back to the creepy guy at the Blackstone Isle. This ring is probably also a relic we can sell. And look at all these engine spaces we have now. Not bad. All right, so let's do this. Let's do this. Let's spend some money. There it is, on the flexible. We'll put it in storage. Let's uninstall this. And we're gonna put it in storage. And then let's go to storage, grab our flexible rod, go to cargo, and replace the basic fishing pole, which will stick in storage. So now we can fish coastal, shallow, oceanic, and dredge. But all of our fishing slots are taken. So, we do have some more engine slots to work with, but we only have some basic engines to buy. I don't think it's worth it quite yet. And we still only have some basic lights to buy as well. So we'll hold on that because we're really not venturing out that far yet. All right, there's our storage, looking fine. Let's check our cabin and our pursuits. We need to catch 1 aberrant fish. Any aberrant fish will do. All right, I think we're doing okay. Let's see, what else? Yeah, aberrant fish. The fishmonger wants me to bring him a fish. I saw that. I didn't click on it. Sorry. Okay. Let's get some sleep. It's morning. We're fine. We're professionals. See, look, now when we pull up to the eels, we can catch eels. We're not worried about our, depleted. We can catch all of these fish. We're having an ad break in a minute, so we'll take a stretch. I will use that time to check on the fam, okay? We'll have a few minutes off, and we'll do a fam check. Make sure everything's going okay. Oh boy. Where do I put this big boy? Go like that. It's not gonna make it easy to catch another one, is it? Space management. Let's see, we can put this here. We can move that guy up. We can move this guy up. We can move that guy down. We can do that. And that. And that. All right, that didn't exactly solve the problem, did it? It felt like it almost did. And now this can go here, and this, well, this can stay there. So look, now we can get one more. Hey, I did it. Bam. All right. All right. Where is our... What do we have here? Nothing. We have crab pots, a spyglass, our foghorn. Our foghorn? Hey. Coming in, town. It's your favorite fisherman. I hope that annoyed all of you. All right, fishmonger, buy all of that stuff. And let's sleep. All right. Lana, good morning. You just woke up. Is it early for you? We are playing Dredge. Dredge is a horror fishing game. So, but it's a chill, like, fishing management, like, spooky vibes kind of game. It's a good game. And we're just sailing around having a fish and learning about the aberrations in the water. So some of the fish come up mutated. And then right now, the fishmonger in town is asking us to turn in a mutated fish so he can eat it. Sound good, right? Listen, guys. Let's take a 5, okay? We still have another minute and a half on the break. I'm going to send us to our be right back, yeah? I'm going to go check on the fam. So let's take a 5. Everyone have a stretch, get a snack, use the restroom. Okay, we'll be back. We'll get back into some Dredge. We'll play a bit more. All right, I'll see you guys in a minute. We're back. Hey, Lauren. What's up? We're back, everybody. I took a 5. The fam is chilling. They're about to hit the sack. I think, what was for dinner? I had some ropa vieja. Shauna made some ropa vieja. It's like a shredded steak over rice. It's really good. It's a Cuban dish. Nice little quick stew. It's very good, yeah. It's one of my favorites. I grew up eating it. And Shauna makes everything really good, but she does make some bomb Cuban food when she feels like it. Gildrop, what's up? Corlane, welcome back. We're in it. We're in the middle of Dredge. We are going to sail out. We got a couple of things going on. We got to look for another aberration, so we'll look for some of those like sparkling colors off the water, which will tell us that there's an aberration around. Sometimes we see it on the wind. It'll lead us in the right direction to an aberration. And then we could probably just start exploring. We've kind of been around the bay a little bit, where this is like the starting area, but we could start venturing out further. Okay? So let's see what we can get into. All right. What is in our ship? Nothing. Oh, we have to go across the bay and we have to sell these trinkets. The gold ring, the citrine ring, the chain. We're going to sell those to the guy on the other side of the bay at Lesser Marrow. And then we got to take this key to Blackstone. So we'll do that. We'll make the rounds. We'll go to Lesser Marrow, to Blackstone, and then back. And we'll try to fish on the way. All right, we got good sleep. What's in the crab pot? Hey, our crab pot caught a research part. Can't argue with that. Let's take it. It seems to be good for another day, so we'll leave the crab pot there until our next round. Maybe we'll grab it on the way back. We'll see if there's anything in it, and then we'll get it repaired. All right, let's dock here at Lesser Marrow. There's a painter now. Ah, the fisherman. I had thought you might stop by. Welcome to my humble studio. This guy's got the killer mustache. If you're wanting to experiment with some decorations, yes, I'm the person to talk to. What sort of decorations, you weirdo? I can attach flags and bunting to add some style to your boat. I have a design here already that you might like. If you find any others on your travels, bring them back to me, and I can rig them up for you. Of course, I can also add a splash of color to your hull. I'm sorry to say that my selection of pigments limited at the moment, though. I'm sorry to say that my selection of pigments limited. It's missing a word there, isn't it? Could I help find more pigments? He thinks for a short while. The other day, down by the shoreline, I saw a strange crab with the most striking, vibrant coloration. My knees aren't suited to clambering over rocks and chasing crustaceans, you see. But if you caught such a creature... He clears scraps of cloth and paper from his workbench, revealing a large pestle and mortar. With the right binding agent, we can grind them together for a new mixture. He turns back to you, a cunning plan formed in his mind. Fisherman, bring me some of those strange crabs. We'll turn your vessel into a work of art. But for now, what can I help you with today? Deliver flag. I don't have one. Paint the boat. Which area do you want to paint? The hull. What color do you want? Rusty red, seaweed green, blue depths, sharp mint. I don't have the right pigment to make that color. You need to bring me these crabs. Okay. We need to bring him the 2 aberrations of the crabs in the area. So this crab, the cerebral crab, we already found one, but we sold him, so we'll get another one. And then the fiddler crab. We need an aberration of the fiddler crab. A different color. Well, if you can't give us the mint, let's go seaweed. All right, let me prepare my brushes. Nice. Let's paint the roof. Let's paint the roof blue. All right. Our boat is green and blue. Let's go back. Change the flag. We haven't brought him any flags. Adjust the bunting. Bunting on. Oh, okay. It just gave us little flags. What can I help you with today? That's enough. All right, our boat's fancy already. Let's go see the trader. Let's sell him all of our trinkets for $40-something. That's fine. And then get out of here. Off we go. Oh. The wind is, the wind wants to take me that way. Let's do this first before we get distracted. All right, wind, I noticed. You enter the collector's house. He's standing at the back of the room, still holding the silver and crimson book. He seems impatient. Well, you have something, don't you? Show me. You hand him the key. The key is massive too, right? It's like bigger than anything else on the boat. And in my head, we give him a key that's like this big. It's like... The cold metal shimmers a strange shine as he holds it. The shape of the key, the teeth, the head, now somehow seem changed, smaller. Has it always been this way? Huh. Is this all? Where is the lock? The collector grows agitated. It seems the pieces we're looking for have traveled further than I anticipated, much further, I suspect. In that case, allow me to aid your travels. He turns a few pages in his book and mutters something low under his breath. A burst of light fills your vision, and you stagger back briefly. Now go. We have more relics to uncover. Ability haste. My intuition tells me that the current may have carried some debris to the southeast toward Gale Cliffs. Make that your priority. I'll mark a location on your map where you can begin your search. Anything else? The words you read from that book, what did they do to me? The book holds power from the deep. I merely extended its power towards you. Is there one in particular you wish to know more about? Haste. The words of haste are instant and cruel. They will impart a terrible speed to your vessel. That sounds great. Be warned, however, it may put a great deal of stress on your engines. Are there other powers you wish to know more about? Apparently not. Anything else? How long have you lived here? Quite some time. I used to be a fisherman, as was my father before, but 2 decades ago I took up residence here. I need to focus on other endeavors. JK, first time chatter. Have a good stream. I will. Thanks for stopping by. Are you in and out of here or what? Are you hanging out? I found that this island has a certain strength to it. Those dark basalt columns stretching downwards into the deep. Anything else? Do you know who owned these relics? Yes. Who? He looks at you. For a moment, a look of something like regret flashes in his eyes. An old friend. Anything else? Where should I look for relics? My intuition tells me that the current may have carried some debris to the southeast. Okay, he just repeats himself. I've already marked location. Good. Anything else? No. I'll be going. Is there anything else in the workshop? You've already taken the equipment that was stored here. I did. All right. Let's get out of here. Haste adds speed to your engines, but increases panic and engine heat. Select it with E and use it by holding right trigger. Okay, E. We now have haste. Imbue your engines with otherworldly speed. Beware of overheating. Oh boy. All right, let's catch some fish. The many-eyed mackerel. Well, there's our aberration we needed. A trophy, $27.90. A snag squid. We caught another one of those. Huh. All right, that's it. That's all we can fit. Turn our light on. Thank you very much. Disturbed water. A voltaic grouper. We need to keep that. All right. Let's get rid of, like, the smallest fish we have. So, 17, 21, 14. Let's get rid of this guy. And then, like... this guy for sure. 19. Okay, so that's 4 spaces. We can do this, and this, and this, and that. Look at that. Bam. Expertly done. Alright, let's see real quick if our crab pot has a little crab. Nice. Oh, we should also pick up the crab pot, but we have no more room. Lurking while studying. Perfect. Thanks for hanging out, JK. Welcome. The lighthouse keeper emerges from the dark forest that flanks the town. She walks toward the dock with a confused look on her face. I don't know why she's coming at me all confused. Oh, it's you. Who were you expecting? Your engine. It sounds like... I'm sorry, I mistook it for the vessel of an old friend. Dejected, she turns and walks back towards the lighthouse. All right, I mean, I could have told you why my engine sounds so good. Because I got it supercharged across the bay. If you had to know. Let's see the fishmonger. Have you got any of those mutants with you now? Yes. Remember, any aberrant will suffice. I suspect they're all the same underneath. I'm 4 hours late, but I'm here. Maester Manda, welcome. Better late than never. We have all these aberrants to sell. Okay, let's sell this one, right? Because it's an aberrant of the blue mackerel, which is just like the basic fish. There you go, bud. The fishmonger takes the aberrated fish from you. He clutches it close to his chest, wringing his hands around its slimy body. Gross. Yes, this should do nicely. Here's what the fish is worth, and why don't you take these too? They're of no use to me. 2 research parts. Yes, I will. Do you hear that? It sounds like the faintest whispering. You listen. Silence. In the stillness of the room, the fishmonger's hands begin to tremble. His face grows anguished. Please, sell what you need, then leave. I must deal with this creature quickly now. All right. I need 224.80, please. Thank you. Bye. Enjoy your dinner. The fishmonger's door slams behind you. You hear heavy scraping of a metal bar sliding across it. Oh yeah, he's having a wild night. He's having an interesting fish fry tonight. Let's go to our research bay. We could start researching. Oh, look at this one. Coastal and shallow, volcanic and shallow, mangrove and coastal. Coastal, shallow, mangrove, volcanic. This is the one you want right here. But we don't need to worry about that right now. Let's see, engines. 15.8 knots. That's all the knots. And then there's pots. Here's a 3-day pot like the one we have. Here's a 5-day pot. And another 3-day pot. 2 per day, 2 per day, 2 to 3 per day. So a smaller, weaker pot, but more catches than we have now. This one's a larger pot, but an average catch rate. And this one is an even larger pot. Yep. A more space-efficient design. Okay. We have 3 research parts. Let's upgrade the engines. Let's do this. Research complete. We have 2 more research parts. There's the twin prop engine, which is 36.8 knots. That's a 4-space engine. This one's 2 spaces at 15. So this one's at like 7.5 knots per space. Let's see, this one's a 3-space engine for 26.3 knots. And this one, the jet drive, is a 1-space engine for 9.5 knots for 1 space. New design. This unit propels water through the system more efficiently than outboard propeller setups. 9.5 knots per space. So it's better than this one. Let's see, 9 times 3 is 27. So it's better than this one. Three of these is better than this. This one's 36.8. 9 times 3 is 36, but then there's the half. So we get 2 extra knots out of it. So we get 38. So this one's better than this one too. So we'll put our money here. There's lots of research to get this bad boy. But we're already on our way. Let's see. Let's check our map. Okay. We do have a target at the Gale Cliffs. Somewhere new to go. There's all these islands to check out. But the Gale Cliffs is where our next, artifact is. And we could check the encyclopedia. Here's the voltaic grouper. Look at this. The blue mackerel, we caught this aberration, but there's 2 other aberrations of the mackerel. There's a bunch of different ones. All right. Let's go over to the shipwright. We now have a new engine because we researched it. Ah, here we go. The halogen. 25 meters on the halogen. Only 20 meters on these ones, the cloudy lens. And we have the double space now. 275. We could definitely get a halogen. Let's see about the dry dock. We didn't get any more. We have to go back we have to dredge up some equipment. That's what we're doing next. Because we want to work on our ship. Let's get some rest. All right, our crab pot looks empty. And we're gonna pick it up because it only has an hour remaining. Let's stick it down here. All right, we want equipment. So we should go and dredge equipment. Maybe let's go around Lesser Marrow. Oh, we finished our book. Rods, reels, and rigs. Rods will reel fish in 10% more efficiently. Good. All right, let's sail around Lesser Marrow. We went around Greater Marrow already. And we did get some stuff, but there was this wreck over here. And if memory serves, we were not able to get everything from the wreck. So here we go. There's some stuff here. It's some cloth. All right. Let's keep it moving. See, there's some manta rays back here. Why not? Oh no, these are the flounders, right? The Gulf flounder. Let's see if we can get our flounder all maximized here. We can get those like that. We can put the bolt of cloth up there. This one doesn't really help us out here. We have enough space for both of these, like just in squares, but we won't be able to get the squares like to line up the way we need. If we do this and this and this, then that just makes a mess of it, doesn't it? Yeah, we'll have to leave them. Don't want to spend too much time micromanaging a fish that's worth like 20 bucks. All right, these are little fish. We can fish up some little fish. Just top off the hull. Huh. If I do... Nope. All right, fair enough. That seems like we managed that enough. There's some more aberrations over there, but I think we're good. Oh, there's some more over there too. There's a bunch right now. Let's turn in these fish. Let's get a little cash. Oh, the guy might not be willing to sell to us.
American Goth Mommy just followed.
American Goth Mommy, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Hang out with us while we fish these horrors. Horrors. We're fishing them. Let's go to the fishmonger. The fishmonger's door is barred from the inside. He's not even ready to sell us anything. Okay, let's go to the dry dock. We can put one of these bolts of cloth in here. What about up here? What did we need? We only needed scrap. Okay, so then let's get out of here. We'll go to our storage and we'll put the bolt of cloth in our storage for later. Let's also, do we have? No, we spent all of our stuff. Let's repair the crab pot. So now that's ready to go. And let's sleep. And then maybe in the morning, the fishmonger will be like, he'll come to his senses. American Goth Mommy, I love this game. Yeah, me too. It's a great one. Welcome. We are knocking on the fishmonger's door. Ugh, I knew it. Blinding headache today. Did you come by yesterday? I don't recall. Anyway, what can I do for you? You could do your job and buy all these fish. Thank you. All right, have a good hangover, fishmonger, you gross man. Let's get out of here. So right now, what we want is we want equipment. Let's sail around Greater Marrow this time, because this is where we found the key, and there seems like maybe there'd be more like equipment and stuff back here. No, those are eels. This was the shipwreck. We already checked. It's not even letting me check it again. So that's done. The stone hums quietly, sending ripples through the air around it. Faint shapes dance upon its surface, vanishing before your eyes can focus on them. The Cold stone does not respond to your touch. We have to figure out how to get the stone to respond to us. Maybe, maybe it'll respond to us, well, we tried it at night, didn't we? Oh, let's get a shark. All right. We're shark fishermen. Let me look at our map real quick. We haven't gone back around here. But it's just gonna, it just takes so long. Let's go for it. We're venturing out. Look, there's a ship. Ooh. A sailfish. Look at the size of this guy. Nice. All right. That's a big catch. It's already getting dark. Let's remember that that shipwreck is there. But, like, it'll be dark by the time we get over there, and then it'll take too long to get back. So behind Greater Marrow, across the bay a little bit, there is a shipwreck. Worthy of investigation. We just need to upgrade our ship. We got to get some speed upgrades so we can cruise, you know? Look at that timing. All right, fishmonger. Today's your lucky day. Look at these bad boys. 200 bucks for 2 fish. 111 and 92 bucks. They're all yours, man. All right. Let's go to the shipwright because I feel like we deserve the halogens. And let's repair. Oh, we did. Now we got a nice bright light, which should help us at night. And maybe we can be a little braver. Let's get some rest. All right, let's undock. We're gonna get our crab pot out. Let's go across the bay. Let's be brave. There's an aberrant fishing spot over here. It's just a little mackerel. Ooh, it's a lumpy mackerel. Delicious. I really like the music. The music in this game is excellent. Honestly, the art direction of this game in total is excellent. The graphics are simple but well defined, like the art style. The grotesque mackerel. We got another one. 2 aberrants at once. Is that... Let's pull out our spyglass. Oh yeah. Looks like a shiny shipwreck over there. Hey, there is some wood. There is some cod. Where'd you go? There's a bronze whaler over there. There's another sailfish. That's some good money. We could see all of the fishing spots at a distance. There's stingray in the bay. There's more wood over there. There's some scrap over there. All right. That's actually very helpful. Oh, it's not helpful to do that. All right. Let's go check this first. A once strong wooden hull lays broken against the shoreline. The stern is completely beached. Try to get inside the stern. You pull a bit closer and manage to clamber into the back of the wreck, and you look around. Hey, we got a research part. There's a bolt of cloth. There is a metal scrap and some pearl earrings. Nice. And now we're full. So let's just hightail it back home. But over there, against the island over there, is some scrap, which we need. And over there in the bay, there is some wood. So we do have some places to go and dredge up some materials, which we need. But first, let's get rid of these pearl earrings. I know just the guy who wants these. Nice. Backed into the parking spot like a pro. All right, trader. Welcome. Found anything special lately? I think you'll love these. I knew it. All right. Anyone else? No one else wants to talk to me at the moment, so we're out of here. We're going home. We're not sleeping over at Little Marrow. The Bay Hotel is terrible. Bad reviews. We're going home. Oh yeah, I love this game. Urge. I'm waiting to board. Are you waiting to board? You're not like in Cali already? After all of these long hours? Hydrate. Urge, I will. I will hydrate. All right. Let's see. What were we doing? Let's see. Oh, we got tons of fish to sell. We got another research part. And we got some... All right. Let's go to the dry dock. First things first. And we are going to upgrade for 95 bucks our fishing rod space. And the first thing we want to do, now that that's done, is go to our storage. Oh. Okay, so we got these 2 spaces additional. But no other additional spaces on this side. No, we just got these 2. So now we can take our Sign of Ruin, which gives us a 5% aberration bonus, and we can add it back in. So it's not pretty, because it's kind of like it juts out into the middle of our whole thing here. Should we put it here in the middle or kind of up? Let's stick it here. All right. Good. Let's get these bolts of cloth. We have 2 bolts of cloth in storage. That's fine. Now let's go to our research and to the engines, and we're going to research another of the this small but efficient engine right here. Coastal shallow. Okay, yeah, we don't need these rods because like volcanic and mangrove, these are all very specific regional rods. We don't need them yet. Let's go to our tab, to our cabin, to our encyclopedia. We have the grotesque mackerel. If we go back to the blue mackerel page, we've now caught all 3 of these gross versions of the blue mackerel, which is kind of cool. Speaking of, let's go to the fishmonger and make his day. Here's all of these gross fish. There's a couple in there just for you, bud. I won't get to Burbank Airport until 2:15. Oh, man. Cheers, bud. I hope you have a good flight. You're flying into Burbank, though. That's nice. That'll make getting out of there much easier, and it'll be a lot faster when you're heading over to Pasadena. Okay. Was that everything we came in and had to do? Look at all of these slots. So look, this engine is 14 knots for 2 spaces. But when we get the small engine, it's 9.5 knots per space. So we're gonna like blow this out. This is 7.4. We don't even need this. We could fill all these spaces with the small engine. We'll be way faster. Okay. Let's sleep. All right, our crab pot has been putting in work all night. And it caught us a little crab. Wow, we'll stick them there for now. Crab pot, keep it up. Keep up the good work. Let's go across the bay.
Zamu 91 just followed.
Jazamu 91. Is it Jazamu? Welcome, man. Thanks for the follow. We're dredging. Join us. Bam. Depleted. Oh. All right. Well, we also knew it was back around this this rock over here. There was some scrap. We're on a mission. We're trying to get all of... Hello from Niku's stream. Niku and Tanel send their regards. So glad you're playing this game. I hope you're enjoying it. I love this game. It's a great one. $20 from Pasadena. I don't remember if you said you played the DLC for this game. I played through all of this game. I loved this game. We're playing it because it was considered a chill game night after our crazy stream together attempt and fail with Mac. We wanted to just play something chill. You know, Outer Wilds can be a little stressful. And selling drugs in Schedule 1 can also be a little stressful for some people. Is this the rock? No, this is a fish rock. Strangely cozy despite its spooky. Yeah, it's like it's a cozy horror game. Is a great way to describe this game. A slab of rock juts from the water, bearing crude symbols of curved fish. At its base, a rough shape has been chiseled away. We know this fish. This is the cod, the curved fish. Let's go get some cod. For the rock. We'll sacrifice some cod in its name. Nope. Maybe you? Oh, we have this Gulf flounder. Nope. All right. These look like eels. Yeah, these are eels. Eels are always hanging out in the little canals and stuff. Gross little eels. Okay, let's. Ooh, there's a shark to pick up. Is this mackerel? It is. Some more eel. We'll find some cod. They're not hard to find. Oh boy, they disappeared. Maybe the, yeah, because that's squid. So the time is just changed over to night, and all the daytime fish, they just skedaddled. All right, we'll get some of this guy. He's an expensive catch. We'll get one more. All right. Let's be very careful. Look at these lights we got, by the way. If I go like this and I go to our lights. See, before we just had the little light on the back of the ship, but now look at this headlight we got. That's those halogens, baby. Upgraded. Nope. Look at this. I ain't afraid of no ghost. We're good. Those monsters in the sea be freaking me out, no lie. Yeah, it's the game has got some. It's got a little. Gives you the shivers when it wants to, when it's doing its job, you know. Let's sell all these fish. There you go, bud. Happy birthday. Let's go to the shipwright. No. Let's go to the dry dock. Wood. Wood. Bam. New hull will give us research complete basic trawl net. Ooh. Tier 2 hull upgrade. Upgrades your vessel to a Tier 2 hull and adds 5 new cargo spaces. Hull can sustain 1 additional impact, and it only costs $500, which is sounds like a steal to me. But we need lots and lots of parts, though. So let's grab those. And if we go to our storage, we did have 2 bolts of cloth in here. So now we can use those. So we need 4 pieces of wood, 1 more bolt of cloth, and 1 refined metal, which is a material we have not found yet. All right. Let's go to the shipwright and look at the old trawl net. The trawl net will catch coastal fish, but it does it passively while you drive around, which is nice, but it's a 4-space net, which we could only put here, which would knock out our sign of ruin and our fishing rod, or here, which would knock out our hydraulic rod. So we're not ready for that. We're coming up on an ad break. Let's run another day, and then we'll take a break for a sec. Nice, the fiddler crab. Stick them there, upside down. 1 day left. Oh, are these mackerel? Yes. Okay. We need to find. What was it, cod? These look like cod. They're bigger. There we go. Cod. Depleted. 1, 2, 3, 4 cod is probably not enough, right? It looked like we needed more cod. These look like cod. Yep. Trophy cod. Okay. Let's... If I do this... Okay. That gives me the 3 cod spaces, but not in the right configuration. I can back this up. There we go. Genius. Bam. All right, we got lots of cod. Let's sail over here, and then we'll wait for people. Was it around here? No. It was back around there. Let's get the old haste out. That'll help us out. Get a little speed boost. Using a curse. A curse on both your houses. Okay, here we are at the cod, the shrine of cod. Let's chill here for a sec, because in a minute, in less than 2 minutes, everyone's coming back from break. So we'll wait for them to see what's up. Cat loafing, cheering you on from afar. The monsters are too scary. Cat loafing, stay with us. It's not so bad. I will keep you safe. You can trust me. We're so far so good. We haven't even injured the boat yet. It's cool though, right? All we're doing is sailing around catching fish, and yet somehow the game is spooky. And it's all done with music and atmosphere and like threats of darkness. It's very good. That big snake-looking monster by the waterfall be freaking me out. Well, you know, everyone knows when you see a waterfall, you have to check behind it, right? It's like rule number 1 in video games. Like the very first rule of video games is to always look behind the waterfall. All right. Everyone's coming back in just a sec. Is everybody back? We'll have a stretch. Urge? It's a good idea. Oh, a nice stretch. Okay, listen. What is with all of these notifications? My phone is just getting notified about everything lately. People are back. Maybe. I don't know. Not too many of the unsubbed chat with us. Feel free to jump into chat and let me know you're back from ads, but I can only assume you are. We are going to sacrifice cod to the gods. Are we ready? A slab of rock juts from the water, bearing crude symbols of curved fish. At its base, a rough shape has been chiseled away. Well, it is the chiseled shape of cod. There's one. There's two. A three. And look at that. Bam. Fangirl, welcome.
Now, but Fangirl is following us.
Ooh. A wave washes over the fish, sweeping them away. When the water recedes, you notice something has lodged against the rock. The sinew spindle. Fishing speed of 6%. An aberration bonus of 1.5%. Coastal and shallow. This is coastal and shallow. The fishing speed, is plus 6%. This is plus 50%, so this is way faster. But this one's 3 slots and this one's 2. We can always use that slot efficiency. All right, we're taking it. Let's stick it in our storage for now. Nice. All right, we got like a magic rod, a gross and magic rod. It's almost nighttime, so let's go back. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. Don't let these moves go to your head, okay? I'm an expert sailor. I've been sailing my whole life in video games. Nothing in the crab pot. All right, we're back. Fishmonger, you'll never believe it. I caught a cod this big, and I'm selling them to you. And that's it. Bye. All right. Let's go to the shipwright. We don't have anything to repair. They don't have any new knights. We can't get the trawl net yet. I mean, we can, but we don't want it yet. We want to install the sinew spindle, don't we? We get an aberration bonus, a hand-line reel wrapped in a length of stretchy sinew. It's just slow. Aberration bonus 1.5. But it just saves us cargo space. You know what I mean? That's like the best. Fangirl, howdy, what's up? Thanks for joining. Thanks for chatting. Jar Jar Blinks, what's up? First time chatter. Jar Jar, are you a first time chatter and you're subbed? Jar Jar, where have you been? Why aren't you chatting it up with everybody? Gonna be like Vin Diesel hitting the NOS, yeah. This game is so nice and calming, yeah. Well, for now, it definitely is. We're gonna do a bit more night sailing as we go, though. We'll see how calming it is then, but so far, so good. Let's get the sinew spindle installed, okay? Let's install it here. Then we can put this in storage. And now we can move this here. which opens up our central storage area by a little bit. And it won't have this thing like in our way when we're trying to, you know, tile in the fish. Okay. So we still have, yes, coastal, shallow, ocean, dredge. We still have all 4 of our fishing, like categories on lock. And we don't have... All right. Let's get some sleep. I know how this game can get, yeah. It gets a little unnerving, but honestly, I find it very relaxing as well. A little crab. Bam. And we're gonna pick this up. And we're gonna stick it over here, like that. Okay. Let's continue to go to the north. Because over here, let's go investigate where that, ooh, a shark maybe? Stock is low. Nah, we're gonna leave the sharks alone. They look like a breeding pair, maybe. We'll just let them repopulate the area, and we'll get more sharks later. Oh, that looks like some equipment right there. It looks like, am I right? Does that look like debris in the water? It does. It's jewelry. Oh, some more pearl earrings. Lovely. Here you are, my sweet. I've pulled these from the depths of the ocean. For you. Alright, here's the nice little dock. We'll just dock here. We can have a sleep here. We can also do research here. And then here's the material pile. So this was the, the builder asked us to come out here. Nice, there's a shipwreck right there. Let's dredge up some of this stuff. Oh, a research part. Nice. We're one step closer to our efficient little engines we want. Let's see, a bolt of cloth. So we'll probably get one more, right? A bolt of cloth, yep. Let's go to this one first. Let's spin it around. All right, we can get some scrap metal here. I'll urge, have a safe flight, bud. We'll catch you later. I definitely don't have the space for this. Shame. Shame. Okay. Let's go to the dock right here. Ooh. Something just looped in the water. It's okay. It was fine. This is fine. Let's put this stuff here. Okay? We need 2 boards. So let's have a sleep right here. What was that? Let's, oh yeah, perfect. Here are some boards of wood from this shipwreck. We just need 2, and we can drop them right here. There's 1. And there's 2. Perfect. And then what's this? It's jewelry. It's more pearl earrings for my love. Nope, it's a goblet. Nice. It's a pimp cup. Haven't seen one of those in a while. All right, let's go to this material pile and let's install some wood. You've delivered all the necessary materials. You should let the builder know. Okay. We can let the builder know. Let's see. There's no more, right? There was a bunch of materials out here. It was quite the stash. All right, we probably only have just enough time to get back over there anyway, because the day's already half done. The day goes by so fast in this game. Let's get a shark. We deserve it. Let's get a shark. Just one. Nice. We'll leave the other one. We just took their mate. Which is really sad now that I think about it, and I feel kind of bad. All right. To the fish oh, the builder is ready to go. Hold on a sec, builder. We're busy. The fishmonger, $100 please for this shark and other fish. But also to the dry dock, where we can take this bolt of cloth and this bolt of cloth you don't need, and this scrap metal you don't need. All right. Let's go to the research center, to our engines, and we'll research. We're one away from the efficient engines that we want to make our boat really fast. Okay. We're also going to go to our storage, and we're gonna store the scrap metal and the cloth bolts that we have extra, because we will be needing more of them, I'm sure. And now we're gonna put these down here, and we're gonna go to the shipwright, and we're gonna have them repair our crab pot, which we will put back out there. Now let's go see the builder. You've done it. Well, no sense in wasting time. Let's get moving. All right, the builder is on board. Good riddance to you, Greater Marrow. I'm onward bound. Nice. Let's have a sleep. I don't have any guest quarters on my ship for you, so you'll have to sleep in the cargo bay. Let's undock. Let me get out the old crab pot, and we'll stick it right there. Wait a minute. Was the winds telling me that there's a gross eel over here? Maybe not. All right, well, I guess we're taking them. All right, we're leaving that one behind. Has to be done. All right, builder. Welcome to your new home. Let's see if I can side park it. I can. Yes, yes, this'll do. Thank you, fella. Give me a short while to get things built here. You're welcome back anytime. She reaches into her toolbox and pulls out a handful of components. Take these. Always good to have on hand. Nice. Thank you. All right. We're kind of hightailing it back because we have enough research for our engines. And that's going to make us a lot faster, which means we'll be able to cover some much more ground during the day. Well, much more sea, I guess. Let's go to Lesser Marrow because we do have some trinkets to sell, and if we keep forgetting to sell them, they'll just clog up the space here. We have some, what looks like wood right there. Let's grab that on the way back when we make some space. Nice. It was a nice little Ace Ventura parking job there. Just whipped it real hard. Right into the spot. Welcome. Found anything special lately? I did. Just for you. Okay, so now, if we go back to my storage, we stick that there, and that there, and that there, like that, then we can get a board in here, because there was some wood. I didn't forget. I'm going for it. Oh, a research part. Nice. That couldn't have been timed out any better because we had that one extra space. Bam. Nice. Do you guys hear that? There's another foghorn in the night. Nigel likes soup. Good night. Thanks for hanging out. You hung out for a little while. Appreciate you. Let's go to the storage research. Okay, bam. We've researched some engines. We still have 2 more components, which we can put into some other fishing crab pots. Oh, we can also mangrove shallow, volcanic coastal, coastal shallow, an improved trawl net for coastal. We already have the base engine. We already have some base rods. Let's get this net, and let's also get one of these pots. Four by 4. Let's get the big one. All right. We did some research. We have lots of fish to sell. Good. Let's go to the dry dock, and we'll put this wood into the new hull space. And now we're ready for sleep. I think we're doing good. Let's check the old crab pot. We got a big old crab in here. This is a 3 by 3. The other crab pot we were looking at was a 4 by 4, and a 5 by 4 is the other new one that we can buy. All right. Let's cruise across the river here and start exploring this this island that's right over here, because we know we can make it over here. It's early. The day is only just begun. See, it'll take us about a half day to get over here, and then we'll just basically fish and turn around, because that's all we're gonna have time to do. Okay. There's like a bay over here. SOS. The castaway. I'm saved. Saved. Oh, you're a sight for these sore eyes. What happened? I washed up here. Oh, it must be some 2 weeks ago now. We were in rough seas, and when a wave hit us broadside, I was jostled overboard and swept away. I thought my crew would have come to find me by now, but yours is the first ship I've seen pass by here. Did the boys send you looking for me? No. Oh, well, I'm sure they're out looking anyways. Can you get me to Little Marrow, stranger? I should be able to catch them there when they next stop by. Yeah, I'll take you to Little Marrow. Let's go, my dude. Hop on. The castaway climbs aboard. All right. More shark over here. We got... You know what? Let's leave the sharks be. I feel bad about the last time. Yes, here's some scrap. Is it wood? Yep. We need 3 more wood. Depleted. Oh. Well, oh well. All right, well, it's already getting dark. So let's head over across the sea, the narrow sea, and we will deposit the old castaway at Little Marrow. I feel good about that. We saved him. We saved his life. He was there for 2 weeks. A grotesque mackerel. And then a regular one. All right. Let's sail right into Little Marrow. Nice. I like backing into the parking space. It's always a good look. Sweet rank smell of civilization. I thought I could never miss it. He turns to you. For someone who's just been saved, he seems gloomy. I've not much on me, as you can imagine, and I have a feeling this isn't worth much anymore, for me at least. But perhaps it'll be worth something for you. He removes a signet ring from his left hand and presses it into yours. It's emblazoned with a symbol of a captain's wheel. Brings you good luck. On to better horizons, friend. Farewell. Thanks.
Wave Tricks just followed.
Wave Tricks, what's up? I know what we're doing with this signet ring. We're going to the trader. A returning customer, please take this as a symbol of my appreciation. I'm sure you'll find it useful. He pulls a book from a stack sitting on his desk and hands it to you. It's covered in dust, but otherwise seems in good condition. Nice. We love a good book on the sea. And we sold him the signet ring that the guy gave us. All right, cool. Well, we got some money for saving him. Let's just depart and have a quick jaunt across the bay. What could go wrong? We got this big old halogen light on the front of our ship. We're fine. Everything's fine. We'll check the old crab pot. It's got a big boy in there.
Don't look now, but Blade Ratless is following us.
Blade Ratless, what's up? Thank you for the follow. Welcome. The fishmonger, $100 for us. We do have some wood. Let's go to the dry dock. We got wood for our hull upgrade. We need to find some refined metal, which we have not come across. We need 2 more wood, though, which should be easy enough. Everything else is done. Let's save. Let's sleep, I mean. We'll sleep the rest of the night. So far, so good, huh? Alright, we saved the castaway. We also brought the builder. There's a day left on this. Let's look at our map. Okay. We have sailed around Greater Marrow. We've also sailed around Little Marrow. We've made it up to Steel Point. There was the shipwreck up here. And then the castaway was over here. So we saw this bay area. There's some more islands to check out over here, but to get all the way out around here, I think would take too long. We could sleep at Steel Point, though. There's some islands over here for us to check out. There's also Blackstone, which we haven't sailed around. And there's some islands out here. So you could see we could start making our way outward around these other island chains. Now, the Twisted Strand, the Devil's Spine, these are like later game areas. There is, of course, this, which is the oil rig that we could see in the distance, is up here. There's some other islands out here, but they're too far away. Our ship is too slow to get out there. So we want to start exploring around Blackstone, around back these guys over here, and maybe even these guys over here. So let's go. We've been going north. Let's go south. Let's go around Blackstone and sail around here, and then maybe go check out these guys too. Okay, that's what we'll do today. So there's Blackstone. Sound good? Is everybody with me? The heck was that? There's some dolphins over there. What do you find creepier, space or the ocean? Honestly, she is earthbound. It's the same fear. It is the same fear. It's thalassophobia. It's the fear of the deep. But deep ocean and deep space are both, I believe, thalassophobia. It's like the same type of fear. They give me the same uneasy feeling for the same reasons. All right, we're going out on a limb. We're going out to these other islands over here. That's a shipwreck. You approach a hooded figure, swathed in dark blue robes. Their face is barely visible. Fishermen, please help. You can barely hear their rasping whisper above the wind and waves. Fulfill the hunger. The hooded figure unfurls an old paper scroll. They point to a shape shown at the top. It appears to be a blue mackerel. Oh man, this guy's got some basic taste. Sure, a blue mackerel for you? Don't even worry about it. I got you, bro. We will bring you a blue mackerel. Check out this this here shipwreck. A rotten mast lays down on this island, half hidden by the foliage. At its base, an old boat is cracked in two. Let's take a look. Nice. Metal scrap. A bolt of cloth. A bag of doubloons. Love that. And a research part. Yar. All right, this guy needs a mackerel. Stat. You think these are mackerel right here? They might be. It is. Oh, man. We're going to give him a trophy mackerel. He's going to be so excited. The organization, yeah. The organization is alive and well on the islands. Fulfill the hunger. The hooded figure unfurls an old paper scroll. They point to a shape. Bro, check this out. It's the biggest mackerel you've ever seen. With expert precision, they plunge their hands through the gullet of the fish and tear out the heart. They stuff it into their mouth unceremoniously. More. Still empty. They point to another shape on a second scroll. This one looks like a tiger mackerel. We have not found a tiger mackerel yet. Let's see. Let's pull out the old spyglass. Let's see. There's cod and flounder over there. There's some dredging materials over there. Blue mackerel. There's a hadal fish over there. We can't catch that. There's a sailfish. Huh. There is no tiger mackerel around. All right. We'll be back. Let's make it back over to Blackstone Island because we can dock there and it's the closest place. We don't want to be out in the open ocean after dark. Sounds like a terrible idea. Oh, we got some shiny over here. The stone hums quietly, sending ripples through the air around it. Faint shapes dance upon its surface, vanishing before your eyes can focus on them. We place our hand on the stone. It does not respond to our touch. Okay, this is another one of those stones that doesn't like us. Okay, we'll pull up right here. And we'll have a rest. All right, let's check our cabin. Let's start our new book before we forget. Let's check our pursuits. The figure in blue. Catch a tiger mackerel and bring it back to them. Let's look at our map. So this guy was over here somewhere on these islands, and he wants a tiger mackerel, which we have not seen anywhere in the area. If we go to the encyclopedia and we look at the marrows, wrong spot, marrows, and we flip through the marrow fish, there is, it seems, another shark we haven't caught. There's some of these that we haven't caught. There's a couple of big things we haven't caught yet. But now we're in the Gale Cliffs. And there's no mackerel. Here it is. That looks like it. So we need to go down to the Gale Cliffs area. And that's where we'll find mackerel for the hooded figure. You guys, I think we did it. I think we have a good start going on for Dredge. It's getting late. And what I want to do now is I want to have a raid. Do you guys want to raid with me? Does that sound okay? Do you guys want to go drop in on another stream? Raid time. Let's do it, yeah? Everybody, I'm calling a raid. We're going to have a raid. And then we're gonna go. Let's drop in on Niku. Niku is playing Kingdom Hearts, it looks like. So join me if you guys are hanging out. We've had some dredge time. Let's kill this and let's go on a raid. Let me save and exit. All right.